Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. I decided I'd do something a little different today. I got me a pork belly here. I'm going to bring this up to the camera so you can take a look at it. What do you think of that? Isn't that a beautiful pork belly right there? Look at the meat on that. So, I decided I'm going to get this pork belly and I'm going to make homemade applewood smoked bacon. Okay? This is something you could do if you're RVing, if you have some way to smoke your meat. It's real easy. Now, the pork belly, it seems like it's kind of expensive, but you know, when you figure out how much I'm going to get out of this 2.5 pounds of pork belly, it's probably like 4 or 5 packages of bacon you'd buy in the store, and it's going to be way, way better. So the first thing we're going to do to we have to cure this meat, and it has to be cured for 7 days in the refrigerator. So I'm going to show you what I'm making to cure this meat, and then I'll pause this video. For you, it's just going to be immediately, but for me, it's going to be 7 days playing with this pork belly. So, first thing we want to do, this is 2.5 pounds of pork belly. So, what we're going to use is this Morton's Tender Quick. You can get it at the grocery store. Some grocery stores carry it, some don't. If you can't get it at a grocery store, you can order it online. You got to have this. Okay, then all you need after that is some brown sugar, real easy, and some black pepper. That's all you need. So to make this, the Morton Tender Quick, you need 3 tablespoons per pound. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is a 2.5 pound pork belly, so I'm going to get me 2.5 tablespoons of the Tender Quick, pouring it in this bowl. Now, I'm not measuring a 1/2 tablespoon. If it goes a little over, it's better a little over than under, because this is what's going to cure your meat. So we're done with the Tender Quick now. Now we're going to get 2.5 tablespoons of this brown sugar. And so we throw that in there. Real easy. Nothing to it. Okay, now we need another 1/2 tablespoon. Same thing, I'm just going to guesstimate a 1/2 tablespoon. And now we're done with that. It's real easy. Close that up, get it out the way. Now, I don't know, this is up to you how much pepper you like. You can put it in it, or you can put it on it after you rinse it and everything before you put it on the smoker. But for myself, I like pepper in my bacon, so I'm going to put an easy 2.5 teaspoons of pepper in here. Okay, so that, how simple is that? That's as hard as it is to make what you're going to put on there, rub. Now you're going to want to mix this up real good. You know, use your hands. You know, I've washed my hands. Trust me, I've washed my hands. So we want to bust all this. If there's any hard chunks of your brown sugar in there, because brown sugar does tend to chunk up on you a little bit if it's been around a while. But you want to mix this all up, because you want that Tender Quick all in there, because that's what's going to cure your meat. Okay, so now that we've got that all mixed up, I want to ask you folks, if you're a subscriber to my channel, I want to welcome you back. Hit those thumbs up for me. It'll really help my channel. And if you're not doing anything and on your computer or however you watch YouTube, just hit it on that play all button on my videos, and it'll really help my algorithm and get me up so maybe I can get some more subscribers, because I'm kind of stuck at 29 subscribers. So if you just hit that play all, turn the volume down if you don't want to watch it, and just let my videos play, and it'll really help my algorithm. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell notification, so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. My old subscribers know I'm fighting some cancer right now, but I feel good, so I'm still going to do some cooking videos, tell some stories. So with that, right now, before I rub this pork down, I'm going to tell you a little story. Back in the mid-70s, I went to Wyoming to work in the oil field. Money was real good, and my dad was a welder, so I knew how to weld. So I went to Wyoming. I found a girlfriend. She was working at a coal mine. She was making real good money. I was making $25 to $32 an hour building oil rigs, so we had more money than we knew what to do with. So we bought us a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a full basement on 5 acres of land. And so I built a chicken coop, chicken house, and so we had chickens, bought her daughter a horse, and then we was sitting around one day and we go, you know, we ought to raise a couple pigs and butcher them and put them in the freezer, you know. I'd go deer hunting and get deer and antelope. Had that in the freezer. We had a big chest freezer in the garage. So we decided we'd get us a couple pigs. Well, I'd raised other animals, you know. I'd raised chickens, rabbits to butcher, you know, beef, but I'd never raised pigs. So we found this lady had some pigs for sale. So we went and bought 2 little baby pigs. Well, that was a big mistake, buying the baby pigs. We'd been better off to go to the auction, buy us a couple full-grown pigs, send them to slaughter, had the hams and the bacon cured and smoked, and we'd been done with it. But not knowing what I was doing, never raising a pig, I thought, we can raise those baby pigs. So we bought those 2 baby pigs. I built a big pen for them, and thought I had them secured, pig-proof pen. But every day you go out there to feed them, and you start petting them and playing with them. And I don't know if y'all know it, but a pig is smarter than a dog. And anything a dog will learn, a pig will learn. Well, the pigs got bigger. 3 or 4 of my chickens got out and got in the pig pen. And those pigs were just like chicken killing dogs. They killed those chickens and ate everything but the feathers. So they learned to be chicken killers. So you had to keep the chickens away from the pigs for sure. Well, lo and behold, the pigs got bigger. They're like a couple puppy dogs, and they figured out a way to get out. And I was at home when they got out, thank God. And I go, where's my pig? So I jumped in the car, I go looking for my pig, and about a quarter mile from our house, we had a neighbor that raised show chickens, prize show chickens. And lo and behold, here are my 2 pigs trying to get into his show chickens. So I go up there and I tell them, get home. What are you doing out here? Get your butts home. And away they go, oink, 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 headed towards the house. I followed them in the car. I'd left the gate open on their pen, and they just went around the house, went back to their pen, got in their pen, like nothing had ever happened. So I had to work on their pen, get it better so they wouldn't get out. But lo and behold, these pigs got big enough to butcher. And I go out there with my 22. Now, anybody that has never lived on a farm has never butchered an animal, never raised animals to eat, you might want to shut this off right now. But for all of you that's been through this, I went out there, took my 22 out there, and I was going to shoot him. And I couldn't do it. I just absolutely could not do it. I couldn't kill my pigs. It was like trying to shoot one of my dogs, you know, I couldn't do it. So I had to call a friend of mine, and I let him know, you come kill my pigs, help me butcher them, and I'll give you part of the meat. So he agreed to that. He come down, killed my pigs, we butchered them up. I sent the hams and the bacon to a place to have it cured and smoked. And man, that was the best ham and bacon you ever tasted. It was wonderful. But just on, if this ever happens to you, don't try to raise your own pigs. Just buy one that's already ready to butcher and send them to slaughter, because they will turn into a pet. They're quite the animal. So anyways, what we're going to do now, folks, I'm going to open this up. This is a fabulous 2.5 pound piece of pork belly. I could have got bigger, but this is what I got because it's just my wife and I. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this gallon bag, and gallon plastic bag, nothing to it. We're going to take this pork belly, and it's, as you can see right now, it's pretty floppy. I mean, you can flop it around. It's pretty tender and everything. So we're going to put this pork belly in this bag. And what we're going to do, we're going to take, it won't fit sideways. I'd have to cut it in two, and maybe I can get it sideways. There we go. I got it sideways in there. So that'll work. Better if you get it sideways, because you're going to want to get all the air out of here you possibly can. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take our rub, get handfuls of that, and we're going to put that rub all over it. You want half of it on one side, half of it on the other. So we're going to take about half of it, put it in here. Then we're going to flip this, we're going to pat this in. We don't have to worry about getting it on the sides too much. You can rub some on the sides. But what's going to happen is this rub we're putting on there is going to draw all the moisture out. Moisture, probably before I even close this bag up, you're going to start seeing moisture come out of this meat. And we just want to get it rubbed up real good with this Tender Quick. Get it really rubbed up good. And you're going to think, well, man, is this going to be really salty? Well, it can get that way, but what we're going to do with this now is it's all rubbed up. Got all this stuff on there, the brown sugar, the pepper, the Tender Quick, it's all rubbed all over it. Now what we want to do now is we want to get all the air out of this bag that we possibly can. And then we're going to seal it up. Okay? Now I'm going to get me a paper towel and get my hands cleaned here. As I've got this stuff everywhere. And that's going to happen. You're gonna get this stuff scattered everywhere. So now what we're gonna do with this, after we clean our mess up, which I'll come back to later and get it cleaned up, I'm gonna take a little drink of beer now because it is beer 30, and I hope you're with me on this video. I know you're getting tired of hearing about my cancer stuff, but lo and behold, I don't know why I'm having all this problem. I was supposed to have an appointment with my oncologist today. This is Wednesday. We got my octrio scan done, fighting with the insurance company. Got it done. I was supposed to have an appointment with my oncologist today at 11:20. About 9:30 this morning, 10 o'clock, the office calls me and said, all our systems down, and we're going to have to put your appointment off. So I said, man, this has been going on long enough. I'm tired of all this stuff. So they said, well, I have to work tomorrow. I'm an armed guard, so I have to work till 1 o'clock. They said, well, come on in after 1 o'clock, and we'll get with I'll be able to meet with Dr. Wash. And hopefully now we know my lung, my liver, and all that stuff. And hopefully the results let us know how we're going to start treating this stuff. Because this has been really aggravating when my insurance and everything has put this all off for a month. So what's that got to do with curing pork? Not a damn thing. I'm just keeping you updated on what's going on. And I feel good, and I'm going to keep doing videos like cooking videos. I'm going to do some treasure hunting videos with you still. Going to just keep you updated on my cancer. So I hope y'all will stay with me. But what's going to happen now, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and it's going to be in the refrigerator for 7 days curing. And every day I have to go in there and turn it over, massage it and then turn it over, however you want to do it. And it cures for 7 days. After 7 days, we're going to take this out of the refrigerator and we're going to rinse it really, really good. Get everything off of it, anything that's still on it, rinse it. And then you can even, at that point, slice a little piece off because it's already cured. It's not going to hurt you. Slice a little piece off, fry it, see if it's too salty. If it's too salty, then you can soak it in ice water and keep changing that ice water for a day and get some more of that salt out of there. But normally, if you do this, what it says to do, it's not going to be too salty. So after it's sat in the refrigerator for 7 days, then we're going to rinse it off. We're going to dry it off. We're going to put it back in the refrigerator for 3 or 4 hours while I get my smoker going. And then we're going to smoke it at about 165 to 180 degrees until the internal temperature on it gets up to 160, and we'll have bacon. Okay? So I'm going to stop this now. I'll be back with you in 7 days, and then we'll smoke it, and then we're going to fry some of it up and taste it and see how it is. This wasn't real cheap. It's about $13.50, something like that, for that pork belly. But once I slice that up, it's going to come out to probably about 4 packages of bacon you'd buy at the grocery store. So it's going to get it down to probably at least like $4 a package. And you can slice this up, package it up, and put it in your freezer, and it'll last a good long time. Take it out and fry it whenever you need bacon. And it's going to be a lot better than the bacon you buy at the store, I guarantee you. So with that, folks, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to tell you I'll catch you on the flip-flop.